Hey everybody, so a few days ago I put out a video to talk about a problem that has been going on for many years here in the lower Fraser River, which is the dumping of Fraser River sockeye salmon and why this is happening. As expected, I got quite a bit of feedbacks from everyone, both good and bad, and I've also been contacted by several media outlets. When I posted this video up, I think it was on Sunday morning, the lady who told me about these fish in the first place actually messaged me saying that a second dumping has occurred at the same spot, and a blue tub was left at the same spot with several fillets and carcasses inside it, and it was filled with maggots. It was quite disgusting. In the last few days since this video has been up, several other dumpings have also been posted, and I'll show you guys right here in this video. And a lot of fish were freshly caught. As you can see, they're dressed, they're gutted, the heads have been removed, and look like they have been prepared to be sold. They're just being dumped, and we don't know why, and this is not good. One mistake I did make in my previous video is that I referred to this as the action of participants in the First Nation fisheries, which was totally wrong. What I should have said was that this is the action of poachers. You know, poaching happens in every sector, in recreational, in commercial, in First Nations as well. Every sectors, every ethnic background, every country has poaching going on. And when that happens, we need to address it. We need to recognize it instead of kind of brush it to the side and just hope it will go away, because it simply doesn't. Most of the time, poaching, if it doesn't get attended, it will simply grow. The frustrating part about this is that we're nearing the end of the Fraser River sockeye salmon season, and once the season's over, I can bet you that most of us gonna stop talking about this. We're gonna move our focus to something else pretty soon here, and this fishery right now, because the earning high cycle happens every 4 years, and we probably wouldn't be talking about this for another 4 years, and the same problem will just start arising again. I just want to make another video about this to address some of the feedbacks I received, and some of them are very valid, and some of them just a little ridiculous. But you know what? I got pretty thick skin. I've seen just about everything over the years, from managing my discussion forum, to making videos, to being quite active on social media. So I was fine with it, but I just want to talk about a few things. So the very first thing I want to talk about is that a few people suggested that I over-exaggerated the problem. I don't exactly know how big the problem is, and that's exactly right. I don't know how big the problem is. Are we talking about dozens of fish being wasted, hundreds, thousands, tens of thousands, or even hundreds of thousands? Until we get to the bottom of this, we don't really know how significant this impacts the Fraser River sockeye salmon, and I think we need to do that. So it's a difficult conversation, but I think we need to have it. Secondly, someone suggested that the previous video that I did was racist, and it would oppress the First Nations traditional fishing practices. I'm really sorry you feel that way, because I totally respect and I think that First Nation fishing practices should be protected. But this, to me, I think the two issues are mutually exclusive. We're talking about sustainability, the protection of sockeye salmon here. If fish are being wasted during the year where we've been told that conservation is important, and no other fishing could be done besides the traditional fishing practice for foods, social and ceremonial purposes, it becomes really frustrating. You know, seeing fish like that being wasted, seeing dozens of fish that could have been fed to multiple families, but more importantly, these fish could have been on the spawning grounds right now, laying eggs, producing offsprings. So I've been thinking about this over the last few days after receiving all the comments and messages over Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. And I think there are 3 things that we need to do to combat this. So the very first thing is that every sector's leaders need to get behind this. We need to start talking about this. We need to recognize this is a problem. Our fish are being stolen, and this is jeopardizing the sustainability of the Fraser River sockeye salmon, or any other salmon species really. The second thing is that most of the responsibility falls on the Minister of Fisheries and Oceans Canada. If the department is serious about protecting Pacific salmon, we need to deal with the poaching. On one hand, we're talking about conservation is a concern, and on the other hand, we got fish being wasted and no one's really looking into it. Enforcement is key. We simply don't have enough enforcement here in the Fraser Valley. Having 6 officers dealing with the recreational sectors, to deal with the poaching, to deal with the First Nation fisheries, to deal with habitat issues, there's simply too many tasks for few officers. We need to bring back the support for more enforcement. That's simple as that. That would deter the poaching. That would deter the people who are trying to buy fish illegally. And and hopefully by doing so, we can actually stop seeing pictures like this. And the third thing is just education. Having a video like this definitely creates a lot of conversations. It creates some education. We need to make sure that buying fish illegally should not be socially acceptable. We need to get the words out there. If we can cut down the demand, we can actually make a difference here. So everyone can make a difference. So share the video, share this video, share the previous video, and you know what? I hope I don't have to make more videos like this. I want to get back into more fishing episodes, but to see this in my backyard, it's indeed heartbreaking, and I can't let it go. I'm hoping the next couple months I'll be putting out a lot more Chinook and coho salmon fishing episodes, and they are coming. I have quite a few episodes coming out already filmed. They're being edited, and they'll be coming out this month and October as well. Back a few weeks ago, we went up to the Yukon Territory. We had a great trip, and I'm looking forward to sharing that with you. So anyways, thanks for watching. Again, like I said, I would love to hear your feedbacks, good or bad. I love hearing them. And if you enjoyed this video content, make sure you subscribe to the channel. And until next time, good luck fishing.